A top-floor gallery in the Acropolis Museum sits empty. It is intended to house the Elgin Marbles, a collection of ancient Greek sculptures originally crafted for the Parthenon. The problem? These sculptures no longer belong to Greece. In the 19th century, an ambassador to the Ottoman Empire shipped the marbles home to Great Britain, where after hundreds of years and multiple demands from Greece for the statue's return, they still remain. The Elgin marbles are just one example of a request for repatriation. Around the world, there are hundreds of thousands more that don't get attention.
Repatriation is the act or process of returning human remains and cultural items to Native American tribes, other communities, perhaps a nation state. There's two aspects to repatriation: the legal transfer of ownership and the physical return of the human remains or cultural items.
Multiple reasons underline repatriation claims. Some of them involve the owners or the heirs wish to have their stolen belongings back, as the artifacts are part of their heritage. And in certain cases, the plundered items have remained important for the practice of ceremonies and the continuity of cultural life of the social cultural groups. And the sacred aspect of these objects cannot be replaced or transferred to new objects.
Repatriation is often connected to colonization. Historically, powerful nations appropriated materials from colonized societies in the name of art, education, or preservation. Many of these materials ended up studied by academics or displayed in museums. Tolerance for this practice has been waning for decades. In the United States, some museums and other institutions are required by NAGPRA to return indigenous human remains and other cultural objects to their tribes of origin. Other repatriation laws around the world focus on relationships between specific countries or continents. But some countries have laws blocking some repatriation efforts entirely. When institutions take repatriation claims seriously, their policies have to change.
We have taken many items off display or covered them because those items shouldn't be on display, and we've returned many items because those items shouldn't be in museums. Under the new regulations, the duty of care is established, which requires free, prior, and informed consent for the display, access, research on human remains and cultural items. So any display or study of NAGPRA-eligible items will require permission from the affiliated tribes. And generally too, even if they're non-NAGPRA items, we do try to consult with tribes for that permission and guidance.
Of course, repatriation is about more than taking stolen materials off display. It's about reconnecting people with their history and acknowledging that their history belongs to them.
As a Native person, I do feel that I have a responsibility to honor and represent Native people. I hope that museums will continue to fulfill their legal obligations under NAGPRA with respect to repatriation, but also that they go beyond NAGPRA. Honoring tribal sovereignty, that's really the only way for museums to move forward.
In certain cases, many generations have been cut off from the linking element to their past, the history of their forebears, and the scripting of their identity. So they need the repatriation of their cultural goods, the repatriation of that missing link to reconnect with their identity and ground themselves. Repatriation gives a voice back to those who have been muted for such a long time and are now being able to rewrite their own stories and not serve a discriminatory discourse anymore.